Hello, my name is Austin Braden. Today I'll be showing you how to set a feed and fluid for a GJ Fed 2 patient into the small intestine. First thing you're going to want to do is grab out your supplies. First thing you're going to need is your J extension, which you can be shown by looking at the back where it will say the J port. Next, you're going to want a 60 ml syringe. This is going to be needed for flushing the J port. You'll need the prescribed fluids, which in our case will be Pedialyte. And then you need the prescribed feed, which for our case it will be 4 bottles. Drop these. And then to put the fluid and the feed in, you will need 2 pump bags. The first thing you're going to want to do is open up your J-port bag and your syringe. Oh, I always struggle with this bag. The reason you are going to need the 60 ml syringe right here, you will have to fill it up with 60 ml of water to prime your J-port. Excuse me, Zelda. I guess I'll have to put this into the trash can. So to prime this, you need to close one entrance. If you don't, the water's just going to spray right back out at you. Make sure the J port is unclamped. Now your J-port will be primed. And after that, you can open up your pump bags to start filling it up with water. Ours will be filling up our bag to 1,000 milliliters of fluid. And your feed, your other pump bag will be used to fill it up with feed. Ours will get up to 1,000 as well on our feed. First, you want to blow air into the bag. If you don't, the water is just going to come right back up at you. Once that's filled up to our 1,000 liters, I will have to put my Pedialyte in there, shake it up. And you want to make sure you prime all the air out of the bag by squeezing all of it upwards. Make sure not to spill it, which is hard to do. And then that'll be how you prime all the air out, and then we'll be priming the water with the pump, which some pumps have auto prime, which I'll be showing later. I also want to reiterate on what I said on the fluid. You wasn't priming anything out. All you was doing is making sure all the air was taken out of the bag. You'll be doing the same thing with the feed, except with the feed. Make sure it all comes out. Excuse me, Zelda. And then we'll be priming the feed and fluids with the pumps. Alright, so after you have them all hooked up and connected to the poles, make sure they are at the right rate for the patient, which ours is going to be 80 milliliters an hour. And I would like to iterate that some pumps are different, and in our case, we will have one that auto primes by itself, and then our other one you'll have to show by hand priming it. So for the one that's auto prime, all you have to do is very simple. There should be on the below the on and off button, there's a prime button, which once you hit it, it'll make that noise and it'll say to stop, push, prime again. But as it'll go through here and go down till it stops priming itself. Now while that one's auto priming, I'm going to show you the one that you have to do by hand after it turns on. Again, you got to check to make sure it's the right rate, 80 milliliters an hour. And this one, instead of just pressing it and letting it go by itself, this one you'll have to hold down the prime button and watch as the fluid comes out into the very end of the extension. Now, and after these are primed all the way, you will then connect to the patient, and typically either you can do it or the patient can connect themselves. And that concludes how to set up a feed and fluid for a GJ fed tube patient into the small intestine.